Hi, I'm Ron Morgan, an associate here at Ginarte with the González and Winograd. Today I'm here to talk to you about who may be your employer under the special employer doctrine. Oftentimes it's easy to determine who your employer is. You show up to work, the boss tells you what to do, you complete your task, you report the next day. Sometimes, however, you may have 2 or 3 or more employers under the special employer doctrine in the state of New Jersey. Under the special employer doctrine, employees gain certain rights and lose other rights when they're deemed to be a special employee. To determine whether or not such a relationship exists, the court looks to 5 factors. Whether or not a contract exists between the employee and the special employer, whether or not the special employee is engaged in the business of the special employer, who controls the work of the employee, who pays the employee, and who has the power to hire and fire the employee. No one factor is determinative in that test. However, the courts usually place the most emphasis on the control prong of the special employee doctrine. If the court determines that you are in fact a special employee, your rights are affected as an employee. You may gain certain rights and lose others in regard to the special employee and your general employer. This relationship often arises in a temporary employment situation in which an individual signs up at a temporary employment agency to go work at another separate company. If you're found to be a special employee, you may be entitled to workers' compensation rights from the special employer, but you lose your rights to file suit against a special employer in a third-party action. This means, particularly in the case of a temporary employee or some other special employee, that if you are hurt on the premises of the special employer, you may not bring suit in court, but can only file for workers' compensation actions under workers' compensation court. Oftentimes, employees do not know who is the employer and who the special employer is, or anything of this nature, so it's important that you ask and you realize what your rights are. The employer has an obligation to tell you what the relationship is between the special employer and the general employer, and once you know, you're on the first way to protect yourself. This way, should you be hurt while on the premises of a special employer, you know your rights, you know which actions to pursue, and you know who to call. I'm Ron Morgan, and until next time, stay safe.